Mauma wakwaba eba Dr. Ren TV so TikTok. Dr. Ren TV so and so YouTube. So won't follow me on TikTok. Unsubscribe to the YouTube channel and so abomodiana subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yebidin komo. Let's talk about Ghana Blasters. Let's talk about the GFA. Let's talk about the sports minister. We are all Ghanaians. Ghana does not belong to a selected few. We are all involved in building Ghana. About Black Stars. About the Ghana GFA. GFA. Ghana Football Association. Ana efa Ora. A friend of the sports a friend of Kofi Adams, the sports minister. Onosumekana Semwa Hase. Now, I want to put it on the year record, say, so far, this is one of the worst Black Star teams at Ghana, Yenya. The worst Ghana Black Star players are assemble Omodi Omako tournament. Omo the weaker, Omo very weak. Now, two, Omo need a sense of urgency, patriotism. Ebi ni wo mumu. What you say? Tosomi ensa. Omo yenkophobia. They don't even understand the reason why they are wearing the jersey, red, gold, green, with the Ghana flag, and boom. I don't think so they understand. You see, talent is not enough when it comes to tournament. Talents are not enough when it comes to tournament. Now, TNA. You see, when preparation work hand in hand with talent, you bring what? The best. You produce the best. Your results, everybody will see it. Say, and you're fake. You've put in a work. You've prepared for a tournament like a World Cup. We have hundreds of countries. What we are saying. And you say, ye kobo ball. Now, say ye kobo ball they are. Sa akensi, you know. We must, assemble our best. Team Komona Benudino. About Ghana Blasters performance in football. And they just ended World Cup. If we ever share the GFA and the sports minister himself. Now, the best chance here for the football players. Andre, are you? Once upon a time, no, you're captain. No free one and near. A Jordan. And so Abenya opportunity to be captain the team. The performances of Jordan Ayew is something that we must be bold to tell our young brother. Not that one hates him or we don't love him. That's it. If you are a captain of a team, now we must see you lead by example. You must show some zeal, some tenacity, some vim. I see a woman on the field of play. But that is not what we saw when it comes to Andre Ayew in this particular tournament. I'll come to the coach. Yes. I want to say Ghana for Kasa. But we are missing one point to be about the coach. And with the bet tuja. Ebi audi unim. E wo trim. But then pie wano. And until I'm a wahama wono. I'll speak your mind for you. Look, yɛhwɛ ball a Jordan boy na yɛhwɛ deɛ ne bra dede enya chance ebe captain Ghana Blasters. Now the to Jordan ho a you see say the name Abedi Pele no Jordan ntimi anhyemu animonyam. Yes, let's say it point blank. Said the day Gina Pomu as a captain. Not even that day, any good day, you will see him passion, running up and down, tackling, good passes. Obe try, obe head one bobby. Keep obe try save. But when it comes to Jordan, the performance, honestly, yesterday, Debia, I was like, come on. Jordan, uguye ni mwase. Maybe jina have a kamfo Jordan. Maybe jina ha kamfo Jordan are you? So I had the Ghana Blasters into fans. Mun kama kuma ntumu yem na second match, third match, or best shining. Jordan di min say si form say zoo. Ama min say bu. Na ya bobo ewie ni interview Jordan a. And Sembia Jordan Eka. As if to say they don't care about the feelings of the Ghanaian. Pardon me, the millions of Ghanaians are a share, no. As a captain, his performance was very, very poor. I don't know. You see, a to de bi na wo kwa akwa. Na wo se wo na wo ye panyin. Na wo hwese akon na so senwa. Na wo obi obetimi agina akono no a. Don't feel shy. For captain no say coach, boy yakobo ide. Mintimi. Ejiri say wo di we hyemu a obeya de coach. Faneko. I wish Jordan boy no boy. Honestly. Yeah. Look, for almost getting to 48 hours, mendayo, mintimin na. Matinawa, me see, me tinawa na mashe eye boy. Me baka chem say daddy go and sleep. Me nimi anka me tie me ba. Smeshe boy ni bi Ghana will do us proud. Ni patuntum no ebe ma ye ama me feel proud, especially in America and in Canada. Ye nim se ye nim se the black race no ye fa ye nkwaso mu ye nya bibi wo international stage man nipa nyina ehunu say the black man is capable na makotena ye friend is a platform so na mabobo troka bo tantan time to say obi a obefa Ghana na economy tantan your performances at the sana nado danko akufo economy oja no mai 8 years unhu ni ti unhu ni nine unhu formation amobo unhu style of play amobo eno ane se mu gina mu na mo ne mu ye de ball ni ko hi ses osibo sesibo o se wo true mi kase ponko a wabodam no direction. I don't know whether Renchi was also sick. Seidu Ali do Seidu obemu. You shall. I quite say Ghana. No, say it is only Ghana pen. Me who say mo fan chemi o minuanom Muslim for mo fan chemi. Ana minuanom Hausa for ana northern so fan. I say Ghana ye northern so mo ye dada bi dodo. Mo ye dada bi. Because those days, notness no, I want to be on the ball no, passing be on the ball no. Hi, ube feeli wo. Na ya bobo ewie. Ye ne Jordan ibedi nkoma. As if say odi ye ho few. No remorse. Nothing. Kase as a captain there. Enka ye interview no crowd say, what catch a journalist say? I don't want to be like I'm trying to disrespect you or the nation Ghana. We are sorry. But please, we'll talk another time. No we chawokasa so. But when the Jordan ejina ho na wo kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu. Ana coach na mo fa no coach no oba ye nkyɛye. Na coach na mo fa no or starting so your defense na you good. Ya fe ye attack no na akwa say, "Oh, come on, captain. You talk too much." Born ye nyina ye hwe bi o. Ye hu the way a se woni party se ko concern na mo kodi o, se den yo na mo ni makogina coach nanim. Na ye hu no de mo pese mo kyerɛ coach. Look, Sule Ali Muntari, Asamoah Gyan, a friend saying, ye players are one bought 2010 and 2014 World Cup. Boatemo, Sheboa, omo boy. 2010, I was South Africa. I watched all the matches in South Africa till the last a game against Uruguay. I did ye free. I was there. Me kaipa like a. If you guys don't know, Asamoah Gyan on shares our story way that, but I'm sure one day he will share that story. 2010 or missing penalty, no, he felt like killing himself. Yes, Asamoah Gyan on Kanda. Ayemu bia na ye ben wo a year friend is saying a year hotel 2010 World Cup no. He felt say eson kokune ho because onim Ghana fo a ehwe maame fo a ehwe enkokrafo a ehwe mpanyimfo a ehwe emu nkitwa emu nkwada emu mpanyimfo. He felt say eso okune ho mo hu so nam after World Cup ni we ya he is always hoping say the oye no a ma Ghana for kai ni eye ne yawo no Ghana for betimi aye bibi wonders na ye free. And any time a World Cup baby bian Asamoah Gyan tried to go out of no any way, not because of anything. No. He is hoping say one day Ghana team be able to do semi-finals. Ni a giant dimbo. It's a World Cup way. On one kasa sheda a dimachi. Just to inspire you people. Where do you see ye? Where do you ye? Just say ball no ofa eye keved ball. Look, keved woman do 600,000. Keved for boy, eh? Look. Ubebusa wo say. Na Ghana for ada na yenso yenyi yakoma mu. Yenyi yeyem ambo ball to say the keved for boy. A population of less than 600,000. Eco tournament. Eko kune ho. Edema omomai. Ah? Na Ghana over 30 million. Yentimi enya. Enya say enya football nation. Oh. We've always been a football nation. But the administrators of the football, I mean, for Unkofu Wimra, these guys, Ket Okreku Mante, and I just had a friend, Ket. Eye krobia aswa enka Ket obedi bullet ewo na kumem. I'm telling you. Eye krobia aswa nka Ket obibe boni tio dako. Yes. Or the Ghana akoma e diakro. Yes. Boa, ɛyɛ selective players ɔmo kɔ akɔku ɔmo ho no. Na yakɔfa players bi a by force tintin atwan wɔn nim ball nso yɛsi yɛmfa wɔn because ɔmo no manage boys no. Nti sɛ yɛ manage no na sɛ team bi bɛtɔ no a na menya me sika. Nti sikasɛm nti no Ghana fo akoma ente. Sikasɛm nti Ghana lawyer onwu nkwasiewuo because of support Black Stars. Musikasɛm nti 48 hours Dr. Ren ntumi ndaye. Musikasɛm nti one day you be sham on the street. Deɛ mode yɛyɛ no, some people will not entertain it. Colombia for any omo boy omo yiye free mo. Edumre bi years ago, obi koma back pass. Escobar se wan why. Odu ni krom wa obi bo ni tuoku no. Because na ni pakona abeti se ni country Colombia ebe win. Ana obi koma back pass. And they share Colombia. Nipakone ended up losing the house. And he became destitute. Oshia football player. Oboni tuoku. One day. You this cat okrekuman timo. Maya mo say, mo de mo ye untouchables. Na mo be din samfon e wo GFA wono. One day. I'm not a prophet of doom. But someone says, Samusubaya, a time will come. Look, I have always said this about the nation Ghana. Yeah? I have sometimes in pain for the feel say, Omubu Ghana for Pasiao. But it is so funny, say, in the end, the way they suffer to die. I know many ministers, MPs, football administrators, journalists, omo bo Ghana krono edi Ghana ewu ema Ghana for kasa ho. At that time they were laughing at us, but omo ko omo wu no they suffered. No more patch say Ghana form born in chewo. And so when you do to us, it's too late. Look at the way I be fire GFA. Shall we statistics out there my or performances. Yekoka na Kofi Adams okasate se aponcheni woni minim. One of the most useless ministers. I thought he said this young man will come and do something better. Our Ministry of Sports. I'm telling you. Oh, per young men and I used to say, oh, Kofi Adams mo de omani so ehye, omo ba no nonsense. They are coming to change the narratives. Sports ministry. Now saying a friend is saying, a sports program, be event to be Ghana. Kofi Adams, omuya ne basa troka eduane sem kra problems in yoma as a sports minister. We stood here and chastised the previous government. So almost sports ministers ni akromfo. Omuntimi ema ye hunu accountability e wo almost sports ministry ni mu yesika sem. We thought to say you Kofi Adams, who about sports minister there? You will do better than the MPP for sports minister. And now crowd there, we are the mafia. We are mafia. We are cromfo no ankasa. We are captain no. Why you say you act as if it is not you. Kofi Adams no. You act to say enya wa and so na wa. What done is sumbone? Our NDC government we are friend saying fin bi awo NDC nim. And John Mahama, I don't know, is afraid to even reshuffle people like you. I don't know whether if John Mahama, I don't know if he feels he wants to me satisfy you. You cannot satisfy every man on this earth, John Mahama. You catch them. Be bold. Sakeno. Pamono. Dian no buy why? Dian will buy ye why? Dian will buy why? Even ticket cry. Getting tickets was even hard. Ticket ya ton the bo fofofo mu wie ya na ma hodi ticket no na mo ton ticket no expensive ticket here 200 300 you people started earning you ended up selling ticket 800 1000 akronfo because odin wa ko bo eye ket okreku no odin wa ko bo ket okreku mante ana yem mante ket okreku mante ne ba ko ana mu di Ghana fo sika mu ria Ghana fo sika ebufu afo ma me ka se me nkyere mo ha say me platform we is about the facts and the truth because man kind of credit my factor they can sue me o me call court so na me say me kind of credit no me hu be me de me nya me ti ai de edidi ti ma me facts ni bi wa ha enie ye be call World Cup ya fan kofo 5 Ewe sika esi ekwa akoti ama ho. Ebe se wankasa wo kinkan. Wankasa to bo ase kinkan. Yesi MPP ya kromfo party. Yesi MPP ni de, omo de. Omo no, omo say eye GFA with corruption. The NDC de omo ba no ba be ye bibi papa. Ana Kofi Adams okasa te se apotro ewo ni minim Rollins trained JJ Rollins akoda edu mre bi oye nsamfon ana JJ pamono we Kofi Adams and oye MP sports minister ye ko eye World Cup omum ye hu ne sika dodo mpa ye de ko World Cup mpo oma ye omo se kabal bi ye nka nkyerem sika ye de ko sika no so nyamodia sika no ye meni wumi ye no dia ye taxpayers money ne di tua moka wo man nka nkyere ye now tie 2025 sorry 2027 2026 27th April 2026 honorarium a friend is saying for Black Stars team officials and management committee pegged at $310,000 in proposed Black Stars budget for 2026 FIFA World Cup. Oh, sika dodoa onyonko no a wonim se Ghana fo ho kyere wo bo no a wo so no de wo ba ye beboa ne aye ne ye no wono mo ba ya wo mo de ade a ye ka se honorarium simply be ka se ade a eye a token payment given to a professional say bia voluntary na ye tia bibi dia ma obi so onye bibi mfa mayen eno hu sika o volunteer for service for a cast a friend say for bibi no sika ye tia. These people are just wicked and evil. This Kofi Adams and the people, what GFA sports ministry, they are wicked and evil people. Nothing. I cannot use any other description to describe these people. Pure evil. Evil. Evil simply means uye bibi to take away the joy of the people. That's it. Evil. Stealing the joy of the people. Evil. You stole our joy. Evil man. Mumbeye ni ye. Hedi omo ye. Mumbeye ni ye no. Hedi omo ye. We end up pumping more money into a year Black Stars. Then we forget other disciplines. Your cast sports are and your football. But you focus near your Black Star. And when we used to Black Star also enrich you woman who the real. Tiande Akufo-Addo, sports minister be a year watching almost $15 million. Your near Bianin almost a year $15 million. And the year feed the entire nation. Sika knockout yebenya. Sika one the basa omufanye bibi ebetimi ebe grow the sports industry e Ghana. Yes. And it's because our leaders fail to punish corrupt people. Because I don't know whether if they give them 10% or kickbacks. Because Antisa, a dear nebema, and Kofi to say, Kofi Adams, ebeye sports minister, a dear pa, ne mahama memuno, acquire Voltarians and Northerners governance. Oh, Dr. Raymond Kasa, I'm not here to speak for your happiness. And then I had to make it be my MPP for no me NDC. Make it be my NDC. I make say me MPP. Me a Ghana ni. Me chere ma bine. Utimi ye mi koto. Utimi gune uname. Shese oman fo ho chere wo mo. Shese oman fo no ho chere wo mo. Na yembe boa wo mo a na yembe o mani nji so a ye be hwia wo mo. What is this? What is I mean it's like Ghana crony there. Penyi bia find avenue to steal from the poor. You don't add value to sports industry, no. All that you people think, they say, you come here and you want to steal from the people. Or say, shame on you. You are making a U-turn. You are fake. I see a friend Joe Bolly, 95. I don't know whether they are, whether they are sick or whether they have mental issue. I don't even understand. There's a Ghana penna. So we MPP ni now criticize the MPP. It's like you are the opposition. Opposition in the back. No, you be now criticize here. You are fake. And these are the same people that will tell you, Yankotwa Bama Cheddar, Yankotwa Bama Third Force. But they don't even contribute towards a stronger Third Force party. Some of these people, they are thinking. Me a fake, and one ban, I should fake. Hey, most of them have a problem. Me a fake, you don't need to come here. You don't need to come here. So you see, when your opportunity to change, to make things right, to do right, now Oduwakwa joining. Ket Okreku, woman operating mafia, GFA. I'm not Ketty Beba. Oh, some of us had the beliefs that Ketty, your Baba sister, is a journalist or baby and Mama Papa. If you say Ketty Baba, ye baby Papa. As a son, Yama. Son, no crowd, or you're corrupt. I see her by that ministers. When we send a budget, what they call World Cup, no, or me country Ghana for. Yes, when we send. And also by hide the budget, no country to say the MPP for so ye na. Or also send or also by. We will say. Or also send or by because now no be no MPP for the year be near see and yet. Or see, make a point. Stop saying NDC is about volunteering and not then. Master found quite same free war. Who be you? John, you think I day here they fear you? About damn papa. Who be you? CIB will tell me what to say on my platform. Nonsense. Will tell you, say, come follow me here. Your father and your mother too. Make her delete this boy self. Or cry. I see when people are talking about this, they are happy. When you tell them about their own, then they say don't talk about their own. When you talk about this, then foolishly, then they are afraid. Don't talk about our tribe. Which your tribe? Your tribe be better past Ghana. Your tribe, you be better past Ghana. Huh? You be Voltarian and so what? Your tribe, you be better past Ghana. With Jimmy now, what the mama politicians for AU Sumadri now, what the tribalism. It's Simon this one, Mama Ghana and then Kosono. So don't talk about Voltarians. This guy, pa. Whether it be woman self too, I don't know. So clearly, almost the GFA no, any sports ministry no, any dupun for, any ria Ghana for. And Obibi Obekai Okai Malamisa from CPP who form a chance and or call sports ministry and also the Sike Kutia winning bonuses. I'm a footballers. Suitcase na sika woman ehirai. All because papa no empese obefa kwan so amanfo beti twobo amanfo bebokro no amanfo be ye awinti. The same sports ministry almost swivel bag no. Emma papa ne baya so a cause financial loss to the state. Emma ye born the code echi ni tumpa. So clearly, the briefcase a scandal. Yes. GFA or your corrupt a institution. Ana NDC for inso ma ba ye sports minister ne call for so ma ba no a esusu se nkombe ye bibi foforo no omo so join a the corrupt a institution a GFA no association no omo no team up a Kofi Adams no ne call for. Yes, because okwa omo discover that down, and Ghanaian politicians are greedy. See GFA one a criminal gang. Oko tom omo discover that down. Omo di be hwiawo. Ama adwene pe wo utrim no. Wan hwe ne ya wontimi nye. Kofi Adams pa. Ene Kofi Adams pa. Ontimi mpo nka nkyerɛ sika budget ye dey call World Cup. Omo beba no ba be balloon no. Ani ye koye no ye che ticket dodo say ball ni na ye hwe bi. Ye hu se Ghana for ewo US any Canada ewo UK ene omo twitwa atwam plane ticket omo call you man fa eye supporters bia am free Ghana nko. Ye hwe bi. Nti wontimi mma me kan che se ye de Ghana for 800 1000 2000 3000 ekoye. Oba bekasa ache bekasa wo so ye kromfo te se MPP for no no mote no no so boy ye krom. We are not afraid of you, we will say it. Na MPP crowd ya chechede ye kra me Dr. Remy gina ha kan na NDC ya akokọ a de ohia ne nsi ohia odi gu ne ho an ho betutu. Political party no obi o ye stubborn pa. MPP na Nado Danko Akufo. Nanaya, now he's going around church, handing over tickets to Philadelphia members. So, after ticket. Wicked people who always like to steal the joy of Ghanaians. Wicked people. And you see, suppose it's not why should we even play? Why should we even kill ourselves when in the end, and go forward aswa a mapa ya court tournament a twa kese and nobody akogu hotel and omo hwe. Ya kwa tournament too. Look at it, Kevin boy, my boy. Your preparation. The way a reasi ana omo. The way a reasi respecti omo. Because they gave their best. They gave their all. Who said, "Oma bre," and snow mo bobo. She composure, she understanding, she physique, running with the ball, as if some are ponko, as if some are machines. She goalkeeper. Come on, why won't the world fall in love with them? Chirami the entire a reasoning falling in love with them. Na ma be hye coat ma ye mo nan hwanhwa te sa hwede ma bodogi sa ma mo ties na ye nketenkete na nsem hunu na mo de Ghana koma AD. What is this? What is this? Yen ready ket okreku ono ankasa obefa GFA. Yen reading chire Ghana fo nyina ehunu the subai. Se oba befa ye GFA no sen na etie na oja ne sen enka ni nyina ncho oh ebebo Ghana fo a mo so maka o madwene a kire ebeka akọ tournament engofo edo mo call tournament kra ye striker ne call tournament kra when timi ambo ball aye shot on target impo when the timi ehunu one shot on target ebi omo ma visa ana so omo ma visa ana omo ncha visa ama Ghana fo omo ma ye ticket ebi omo ma Ghana for supporters koye ana bia mi se mi twa ntra mo nka no wa ha ye ma mo ticket ye ma mo visas e ba mo de kohwe ball ni bi nka mo ngu manim no ase se de make na ye ntro ekua na me boa Zigma na me boa na Owens ana me boa YouTube for Charles me boa na mo nka nkire me John Moore or see those Ghanaians blaming the coach and players are stupid. John Moore no dey no ofi so ni me yansa ofui ke ved for your ball mo boy omu coach no gina number 5 and no wo bo no ye number 9 and wo she goals no why do you want to leave the players and the coach and you always want to attack Keto Kriku? They are all part of the same a friend is saying and semfono. If Ket is controlling them, they should come out and say it. They should be bold and say, Semen come kobo because Ket wants to control me. Musru cowards. Musru semobeka no kre. Unkano kre nchire Ghana for paying for. Who should we blame? Who should we blame? Thank you, Zigma. Why do you blame no? If we should not blame the football players, should we go and blame the cocoa sellers? Should we go and blame the kayayis, the teachers, the nurses, the truck drivers? Ket any problem na muntiminka. Mo amoye footballers na mo on. Ade na monka. That means some people so corrupt, aiding and abetting. Mo nyina mo ya kromfo. Since Ket be far o mine no ye boss ye hunu bibi papa manti okreku aba be kam chese dadanwa the performance and said tournament Keto Okreku be di enim nyina ye call nyina we are always eliminated. First round, ye free. Ya tres. Ni nyina so ye nhye go. Draw. Na bia one win back could be near the tia the dim near corner sa. Enso de bia wo gye aketua bosumi bia ket ne nkofo gye aketua sika na yetua no ɛho mfaso ne sɛn sika yetua no ɛmfaso bɛn ɛna ɛwɔ ket o tete Ghana fo mabunu ne mabawa akomasa ntie one of the things ɛyɛ Argentina ɛne Kevet bowie Kevet ne Argentina bowie Messi oni goalkeeper no edi nkomo Vozina edi nkomo okachen so a great goalkeeper. The country must be proud of him because Osha free kick be cry Messi boy unaware keeper ni save ye omo ye bia but the guys she go omo share mo bobo he goes our boys ni share ye Kevet players we goes omo share world class top class teams goes no omo share modie sikedie ni sikewianti ni aye frefre kobo ni akofa we aba ha ni akofa we aba ha ni akofa we aba yesemo nkonkobo bo no yewia ni ewie sika no egu yebotom yewia ni ewie sika no egu yebotom why aden ade ba ko Ghana fo de gye ani ade ba ko Ghana fo ye de gye ani pew ye football ye ka ye nyina ye bom NDC nim MPP nim CPP ye nyina ye ka ye hu bom no mo se mo say no mo de politics sikewia ne sikedie mo de say no ye nim pefe say eye friend say boy ya kwa kokobo eye pencil bi eye say John pencil as Joseph pencil bi wo bunim bobo enso ye se ye mfa ne nko ye de Barbara man bi beko because eye ketokreku ni boy ye nim pefe se goalkeeper ye de eye friend say Benjamin Asare Demwa ye nim a obetumi control ni eye ni defense no enso ye see ye mfa ne nko ye ma ne nda ye de ne beko bate ye ma ne nda Thomas Asante ye first match ye ni Panama abrantie be mu an osesa game num ni wotimi nya ball no watwe no running with the ball taking on two players na ma a friend say semenyomo aye free kakra no wa passable na panyan ni yahye yes ye ma Thomas Asante mbo ntimu de ne kokoye den players papa no pa omugu bench ye mfa wo mo one more ye tue sika ma mo 10% for 20% me kai the same when almost say abrante be a friend Ransford or say oh my goodness GFA for say na brabo under 20 as under 21 and yes sir the demo de no mkoje World Cup for mkoje World Cup no 2012 right akwai boshe goals ya dada no mani ko tue sika kese when Black Stars ya mfa no ya shebo ya se tournament ya se na me fierce defense your first game Jerome any a friend said Jonas Ajete one more pair no was fantastic obia kan and then the ma England first started to show the defense of Ghana for the hair omo pair no a year friend is saying Ajete ni Jerome no omo ewie ye hu no Ajete bi edi no so obebo ball na team papa be hu no ni ya fa no so akwa bi no yes dia ne den nipa no what talent no or gift no and so you see be collapse the gift and talent abayifo nkofo yo mteto eye ket okreku no ni beyi what they say o my Ghana your sports industry what they say and ehwe Africa aya brofo no omo na ekono Morocco omo share eye friend say Canada 3-0 Jene friend Senegal for ya omantimi omje African Cup ya chese e beje free omo se eno omo tintin obi tintin so ahwe ye nyu kra bank de ma Morocco for no mo de call esa because omo na call World Cup omo na agidin amaye omo na agidin amaye Africa brofo na agidin amaye 2009 under 20 World Cup. Okay, yeah, 2009. Thank you. Now we share a kwanya. You did football players first. Near say talent and gift. Many a year Edmond Copson. You didn't come about football. Look, boss players be what coaches, GFA bosses for be what said that woman is see, woman person, woman say, woman talent. Young friend, woman. And friend, na me say wo care tene de. Dako. Me prophet, me bomb pie. Me bo me prophet. Dako. Una mo sa no obi di tua to akoma mu say dang. Because wo ha adwene. Sisan suban. Mo ya kromfo do. Na mo nya sika nyina ne wiase agapade ne nyina na Ghana fo yesu a. Ena ya mo de. Ena mo pe. Pencil, I'm drop young guy. Boy, you ball one wording boy, you drop no. A coffee say, be see baba, my a friend say, a one be. And the ball, bunny carrier, a NDA near coffin. Sir, what is this? What tia kumasa? If you are near Kuye, ye blame politicians now. Ye blame Monsoon County. John Pencil. No, yet John Pencil, yet technical guy. We have another player, so sir. A Ghana will player be or young guy, be sir. Wabuno boniti sir. A friend is saying, Papa, we so come, Papa, we. Me name dear Papa, we. Or no so cry watch yet. Me nim papa we o no kra se me nim se ye de en kra o na da so no oni Randy Abi oni voluntary ye tua $310,000 amanko 45 yom go ha honorarium ye tua ma wo mo voluntary payment I dey ma wo mo $310,000 20 February World Cup ya sika wo maja show mo $310,000 Stephen Apia ka ho bi Moses wan ka amaka ho bi hwe omo no nim no mteto omo ni CEO of Cocoa Board Cocoa Pharmacy soon. What the World Cup ase? Me nim the wo ye no World Cup. CEO of Cocoa Board, Randy Abi. Me nim the omo ye. Me I came here to present the news. Oji CEO ewo Cocoa Board there. Owi anu asa ba beji honorarium so ewo GFA Ghana be ko tournament bia papa we di akire bi hunu de papa we aye wo ye tournament mu da o team na nkodu ba bia o ma team ana o mo players Stephen Apia mo gumani mo Stephen Apia tornado. Instead of you guys coming together, mu yesika for that bo ben na man bon wa abroche sika ben na manya come together and tell yourselves that we are going to contest for the GFA and your friends a president. Be say me hunu Stephen Apia mo very strong guy. Wayama Randy Abi di nada no. Steve This Stephen Apia woni nua bi ketewa bi wo bobo rough. Ono amfa bo na anye woni nua ketewa bobo sen Stephen Apia. Stephen kra ni Apia ni. O tietia ni mudu ni set Stephen pepe. Ka pa di atwa bo. Hey! Monday special. E wo teshi. Lord, forget. we have the talent, but we have wicked administrators. I almost say a team, no. Almost say boys chances. Almost say Kwadano. Now we team a Canada boy. Yeah, what team bebre was zongo wa. What team bebre we friends say Kankudi. O fans Zema players bebre. O fan Cape Coast players. O fa Ashanti region, Northern region, Eastern, Greater Accra, Volta. O fa Bono Ahafo. Players bebre. But in Kofu we no. Only the enemy of a year. Ghana. And mama nyan teacher be a hero. Yes. Omu nyina tete team wo. Omu nyina wo teams. Omu nyina oma form omu teams. Omu nyina. And kamo amoko ball blasters. Amo ball professional. Mo ball team bi te say bia a friend saying Inter Milan, Juventus. Mo ball team te say a friend is saying Chelsea. Mobile boy team was Spain, Spanish, La Liga. Mobile boyfriend is saying Serie A. Mobile boyfriend said Premiership. Mobile boyfriend said the Dutch League, French League. Come on, humbo mo ye motifi. Mun come humbo. Na munyi mumu no mwanga sa mumu no. Mumpanya nsani ba. Kuna munga so okay. We de yin na ye ko support ko contest as a GFA because we know ye nimu ye wo mujidi na bese sanema ma ye. They be no more TV, so no more than the sports commentators. When they are supposed to challenge the lives of Keto Krekumo. Huh? No more incest, so be no more baby jinemuno. No more do munyansa, no money mudiane adomne, and mwa Ghana for born and boa mko dum pempen. So, ombe boa Ghana no there be. Manche. Omusi there be. No mo did the boys wechi Keto Krekumachi omo did the Randy Abemwechi. Meanwhile they are making monies off you people. I never about retirement in Kadia na fese ebe wonu ne say bia ye call World Cup ya GFA boss GFA president one man eso ye GFA president one ye bia a friend is saying Asamoah Gyan anase bia oni Sulemuntari. Obefa the raw talent, the gift onko ye fake. Muntari befa the correct people. Because they understand. Kwa omu fa so ome dum pempen so ome du no. And the mama mu sika be na mu nya bi that Stephen Apia. Sika be na mu nya bi. Ka be na mu nda bi mu da. Mama randia be mu. Edi wo mu school ni nwuna matwetwa mani so mu wi anama ye woni football players we na ma ensam a mo ka won uyembe hyew woni football players we na ma ho asa jai I think they go talk but moment o mu Keto Krekumu Randy Abemu asif se omunyewo bia wa abrabom. But these are our heroes, our celebrities, our sports, our icons. Huh? And Michael Essien did a year or did he coach? Kabay now and ye Carlos Cures ya mokofano. Carlos Ekureya mokofano. Ye babo boy near ye Colombia na assistant every Colombia. Ufi se o me catch us say be ma o team papa se fa kwhia Colombia na on ne bo. Wonye sa grama. Carlos Ekureya. She players are do mokokobo ye ni Colombia. The Colombia match was for us to win. The Colombia match, it was for us to win the Colombia match. But we lost it from the bench. Carlos Kurano. When in the Okofa and the buy the coaching assistant, no, they only personal assistant Okofa and the buy a long-term friend that on an anti for over 30 years, a year Ruiz and Okofa and the buy. On also your Colombian. We are sure say Carlos before players are or be say they be say Colombia. Mewisa. Carlos wakochi Colombia da. Oye Portuguese Mozambique man. Aya munimu a onye Portuguese nkwa oye African. Esa aka ho Carlos osaye African. Oye half Portuguese, half Mozambique person. Yes. Kosia Colombia. Team odo onko e. Udianka o starting lineup no bench are you because I want a knockout stage you shower wo befi. Now for young guys, no matter desperate for success, hunger for success. For Thomas Asante, or Boko Venture, or the Omaba Premier Ayeshi. The day are you, and the team needs to call relegation, almost say call a DMB. Now when you do two strikers, one the same ball a year UK. Now Miss me got tournament. Was me far are you over Thomas Asante? When you know, say, everything favors Thomas Asante in terms of statistics, in terms of performance, in terms of speed, in terms of hunger, in terms of passion. It favors the young guy. Why don't you take the young guy? Why don't you replace Ayu? You need to say Rujamela. Ya bobo no 88 minutes no. Ya dim kunim no. Now the naba. And no cramp me enka be 2 minutes. Now the naba be ni nemu. Wo dia wasted time. No ba be mu bi. Because one more, I saw a penguin. No, a baba in the name of but now we send a boss or so to an amcra wouldn't to me. Henry lawyer, yeah, woo ya, Ghana versus Panama. Obi woo ya, we lost a life. We lost a lawyer because of Ghana Blasters. What is this? Huh? Pate be dribble ball no or per striker the day are you were he na the do are you jina patechi. Striker no be than defender. Huh? Pate be jib ball or be manity so enka those days no onko manity so pe onim say player we a domobie obe dash obe man overlap no obe jib ball no obegrane senenya me see BBC omo World Cup no mo bon omo see omo best 3 omo fa best 3 World Cup no mo senenya no mde ni di ko share ho senenya akwani prayer ya nam see ye malam yi nkama ne mbo be 55 minutes ene ko fa alidu jinabo mu a what de bia we tie te say Dr. Ren ya me wasin alidu me wasin alidu asheni kan wasa aboboni nikan waboboni pants no na mu roli pants na de na eye mo sere we nso te say abebe sere mi hunu de say no say ye forget no say ye de twi life for mi hunu e de enya mo hye shorts na mo te say ayi Lucasin bi e kofa ne ba ni ya bench e ye agete ni akofa Lucasin e dinu kra obi tinchen kwes na we kra na de ni nua boy Dutch league Dutch a friend say omo national team ni akofa Lucasin bi wo uhunu bo a wo bobi Miss Versatile, so we had 15 crosses. 2 was accurate. Long balls, 46. 9 was accurate. So how can we win? Connie? Akwaye tie washe nika sports name washe ne pant no mabo bo pant no na me hu na bia no mo kro mo hwe mu me nim se footballers se mo wo heni awo se mo ball so se de me hu no se de ndien you se prostate cancer and so God forbid mu nya bi de bia footballers wo mo kro mo balls mu heni e de no hwe the way a boys see ball of Keved Jibbo na player jina ha keeper timi tene na wono atwe player na wenda composure calm pa na waje pa na we cut pa na ye move ball no from defense na combat but we need their 2 wings but we say panya crossing konya na shegu na Messi abana num say wow Etumi sha Argentina na Messi na no say hey nkofo ben no mo boy. Hey, the population of Accra edos saying Cape population what a friend said Volta region edos saying Cape kroni nyina ete se eye adan Cape kroni nyina enkete te se adan Cape wo maka wo mo ya no maka wo mo enso hwe nkofo ebo mo boy. You could see passion, hunger, patriotism. Adeye two national anthem nibi. Akofa nkofo national anthem. They don't even understand the anthem. Woman tiase. Woman koye national anthem ni nyina baby omo de ye adwuma ye bow to defend. They be a defending no bow to defend forever. Woman defend this national anthem no and no. Fearless ne de womunye fearless bo to defend for eduwa no mo tonwom no na me tia se ha mo kwa defend ti de bi eduwa no mo nyina ba wo manum no mo kam to defend and I'm say yeah, they are going to defend again. Eduwa mo ko defend it. No Enim kwase be na black Americans net wo ISO speed mutwo. Oh, Ghana is going to win. Brazil players crack say Ghana be she again Colombia ye be she Colombia. Brazil for kwa no mogidi say ye be she Colombia. The way a Ghana defending it there no way. Frefre kobo ne doso. When we enjoy frefre kobo, we must stop. Look at the way Egypt is playing. Look at the way Morocco is playing. You could see there is passion. There is respect for the jersey. They respect the jersey that they are wearing. Born na call tournament you call ni na. So we observant. We who say you some players be a omo say omo te ya omo te bench cry the hunger what to say. They love the nation Ghana. They want to die for Ghana. One, Thomas Asante. Two, Benjamin Asare. What the bench one? Say yes. These guys. What the bench when you know say? What you say? Yem faming tum. To far players here do amoko here. Frefre kobo every time. Since Kate Okrekubaye, on teaming build the Black Stars team. Frefre kobo nkwa. A teaming build it. You call 1992, Senegal 92. I always talk about this because na me sha akoda. Na me share the way I be the pele mo buy in school. Omni Sam Jonah. Edwin mo buy in school. Now me share the way a friend is saying Tony Bafo, Tony Yeboah. Now be the pele, be kind that time I be the pele mkwa the bar last. Football players ni na by no mutina one coaching, one bus. But I be the mkwa there say players ne by Monday I be the mkwa by Wednesday. And to no mkwa by no, they say ono mkwa ne then ba be chia the whole school. Now I heard that time now what trying to tina pony kakre bi we chire ha. Now some waves be what the training. I use Vegibomb before and after every match. That was those days. Or can't bro for the Marco because no can French anymore. The entire me kind say, "Ombe trainee wo park bi wo estate na me wo area ho. Ye from Ofori Stadium. E wo popo so. and oma just oma year park no fine. It me kai so mo training those days with Autofista. Near kohwe ball ni bi those days. Ama Senegal mo. Na wo hwe ball an nkofo no bo no mu hwe a ye strikers no nko an. Ne akotwe ni wo special. Wo mu hwe a ye twani a friend is saying this player Maxwell Konedu. Those days mo one Tony Yeboah mo Tony Yeboah ye twani wo mo ye strikers no omo fo aye popo no omo sane omo fo popo no omo uni mo na twani players na ye Ghana Armed Forces. Na Ghana Armed Forces and they training football players. Na a whole battalion and they training Ghana football player. Apedi pele mo. In those days, when we generally ball ni mo, omo to top form kakeke. O ball omo so omo top form kwa no omo sorry no omo nemu. Near the ball na omo na ntem no omo di dwane. Isaac Kasare mo. Those days, who Ghana defenders are, we yemba show one ties. Hey, that time, who players no are, omo 9-2 we yemba show. Hey, that time, aye Frank Amankwa amo aba what jibbo no to say Roberto Carlos no. Unsuradie, they run with the ball. Or that Telamte. That challenge ne Prince Polly. Me mama your cousin. Those days. Now boys no more boys say the more ye hunu be da. The more ye hunu be da. Ye hunu players are omo ku omo ho ama Ghana da. Now that time no the instrument to me anko World Cup, they say, that team say call World Cup, no more no song. No more no song. Now that team no come do so, eh? Yes, I was teaching at high school after graduating from Legon. I watch all the games. Hey, those days. Oh, America. Now those days, your goalkeepers no them no. Eh? Enye no. E benya na be crentil mu nyina be da go. Enye no. You know what top goalkeeper from number 1 to number 11. Your bench ni solid. Na dumre be foreign players ni rough. Eye atuko a few time. Or the Accra House of Folk boy. That is to tell you how solid the local team, the local league was at the time. Kan mutu no yini mu gaga ya mu ye mu fra broche ba ko ba na mo pant de da mu for me. Those days, the local league, it was solid. Now Accra House of Folk, any Anglo Gold Ashanti, AGC boy, stadium ma. You know the players those days? Samir J. That was the time you didn't see K Akonomo. Come on. Banini, those days, no. I said, I see you be that. Princeton Owusu and some time. Oh man, my goodness. Princeton Owusu answer the Odi Miguel into the Biamboni Diana Buof. Princeton Owusu answer Odi Miguel be palm and shame rough. Me Canada. Those days, me son and papa studied so they make stadium. My father was a football lover. Bashiru, Gambo. Sure. Osi senior, don't overhype. I have watched the 1992 penalties with Ivory Coast, and GK Ansan was the worst goalkeeper we ever had. But see a call finals. They are working. They are working. Did those people win AFCON? Yeah, we need AFCON. But the football players, no, what would they call finals? And now, person maker. Yeah, we need AFCON. It is true. We never won AFCON. But those players, no, they were more patriotic. They took us to finals. Yeah, you be third. Yeah, you be second. Go and check. Yeah, we need trophy. It is true. But you be second. You be third. Edward Ansa mo goalkeeper Edward Ansa or sign you fine. And so they do third or they do second. They played with dignity. And yeah, net the and the boy uncle for you so any. Candy. Berry. Please. I'm not saying say yes, womu ye be a womu ye womu, but me person just said they were far better than today's boys. Those days now, what didn't wo they say me I me overhype. Since 1992, players ben ye nya womu ye apart from benya 2010, any 20 a year first 2014. Now those days now check Ghana just now there is joy. Me share me. What do you say? It in fa a ya be dimo time. Next time be a nya team and solid. The AFCON 2008 we be nya Michael Essien money Sule Muntari money a year friend is saying agogo mo. Oh Charlie. But then just a football no one day. Mame pick it a colors nibi. I mean pick. Now those days Bashiru Gambo mo. Masa, kano kure, Ghana mo pen no kure. The then football players no Kofi. Thank you Kofi. Lame. I say the then football players were known. It's not that today's that the bad players we are seeing. Kano kure no. Those days now, we say, yeah, was stating, we say, ebeti, obi baje ke fa wo ho to form, ye besi uje siama wo. Those days na ne to sa anyom no. Bashiru Gambo mo. Or says Bashiru Gambo better than Thomas Partey. Oh, Charlie. Be like, so you and Kasa, you know, should have no football inside. Those days, what they a year friend is saying, or that Tilamti. O de a friend is saying, Partey ebe tutu oda Tilamti. O de Partey ebe compare oda Tilamti. O de Partey ebe compare Michael Essien. O de Partey ebe compare Sulali Muntari. Oh please stop it. Hey, pa. Cause those days on board mo born ebini. Who those days defenders 4 and 5 for the crowd we show. Tony Bafo. Those days 4 and 5 crowd we show. Near what? Yeah, what Accra full players see. Oh, I've forgotten these guys their name. Almost so soon what? And some crown off in the eba. I'm Senegal. Those days now a year friend is saying Franka Mankwa and a friend is saying now there was one Kotoko a year defender be to Tumbisa. Daniel Addo. Now those days you benya players so you benya players that. Even this under 20 under 17 you benya Awudu Isaka mo from Pombanson. Thank you Cornerstone. Black Frimpong, thank you. Charles, Emmanuel Amamo, Joe Ado, thank you. I'm for him players, no Joe Debramo. Go for Bobodin. Isaac Asari, this is the player. Isaac Asari. What him go for Bobo? Or that tell him to those days, some Bobo medo. And please, hey. Now Franka Mankwado be far lines no so sa na ball no the line no so sa ucha ne ntwa enso the ball na eko I say Roberto Carlos Franka Mankwa or the ball in nam line no so sa ucha ne ntwa At times, not local league, you are strong. You produce players, Ankasa. Now World Cup here, boy. Ablade Kuma. Oh, chalet. Miracle. Daniel Ado, the darling boy. Me say, World Cup here, boy. Nya Ghana players are na who are Holland. Nya Ghana players are na who be UK. England. Nya Ghana players ni bi na who are Belgium. Enya Ghana players ni bi na who are friend say Australia. As Austria as then. Enya Ghana players na who are Holland. When it comes to gift, we have them in abundance. The only thing is that we have corrupt administrators. Frank Amanko obe springe una make us what they say Roberto Carlos. What the oba born is recall no be ko yemesho. Today's players are substandard. Because of course Algeria say Tunisia na be call World Cup bi enko fo edi ko gina nsuo mu. Eme ball. Oh, almost say 2-1 as a bisa. Everybody nyankopo. Hey, Black Star. Hey, Black Star. Whoa. Oh, we are fucking boys, pa. Mo boys we. Mo fan chemi. We are foolish boys. In a nice way. We are foolish boys. Algeria pa. Enkofo is our Algerians. Me say ho na me bompa ese enkofo we mo football ni nye da. Kasa World Cup, nka players anke don be call World Cup. Your first time anke e call. Na Algeria for Arab for you mo soro hoy. Or say Candy Berry said there is no midfielder in the history of Ghana who was better than a year Asian. Hey, Radi Yakupo. Hey. Mohamed Gabu mu di o ma ma ehwe. Hey. Michael said the crowd ubusan ko be catch your players no. Those days no you need a friend Brazilians of Africa. Thank you. Tap the screen, Mr. Moa. Those days, the Brazilians. Yeah, not those days. Because so Brazil football is samba soccer. No, Asian bobo yetiasie, but we had better players. Hey, not those days you play Baba Mando Munina. And you know Adolf Ama. Oh, Dina man for bono. Hey, the fearsome 5 of Accra has to folk. Born ya players ni bio. Ye benya Ghana player obo na corner no abobo na shegu. Dada dombote ojina corner obobo shegu. Dada dombote. Me kai me ne ko Volta region ye ko ball some game be voluntary game ye ne vora dem folk di agro bi. Ojina corner no a two ball no room na sa shegu. Dada dombote. Chen hine. Masa. Oh, me ka say Baba Mando ni me chira na mas a friend is saying me boyfriend is saying Mohamed Gagu no ante. Those days here when me midfield ankasa o. Hey. Please. Young players but e be fanesa e Ghana e be fanesa. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm picking 1 or 2 bi na man for so nche o madwene. Na eja enkoye ni. Ora ben o se na de obekire na adwene ti. E man nche na adwene pa. Hello, sir.
Chale Baba na yawuri.
Hey, Baba.
Komi dede.
Man,
listen. I've listened to. I stayed up all night watching Ghana's football today. Even I have an early shift, but just because of the love I've got for my country, Ghana, I stayed up late to watch this load of rubbish. Pardon my language. Man, I was so disappointed. Listen, I remember back in the days, right, that we used to watch Ghana Blaster. Even though we lose, but we hold our head high. That we sit there like, oh man, did you see how this guy played? Did you watch how this guy played? Even though we lost, but we go home with joy. We have something to talk about. But this team, Do me a favor, man. You know what I mean? Some of these players, they fraud. I don't know where they get them from, but the problem is some come from these administrators. This administration is rotting to the core. But what is the solution? How do we go about changing these people? Because it's like it's deep rooted. The more you change them, the next person you bring in is just the same thing. It's just like civil servant. You take off the head, the next person coming in, because those people are still there. So either you go with them, it's just like, you know what, the piper calls the tune.
So you think that even if the GFA president self goes crash, still are the people there, the parasites.
And we got Nyantechi when we got Keto Kreku. You see these people, this guy, I know them personally, right? So it's just the same thing that you're gonna get. Nothing will ever change because now you see football. They are telling you if you sit with them and when they're having a football conversation, what they're telling you is now football is money. It's not about knowing how to play. It's about making the money. So you could see somebody who's you know what I mean, he's substandard anyway, but because they've got their interest over there, so they rather use that player. How is it gonna change? Because now in this day and age, right, we're seeing even coaches, these world-class coaches, you see agents going now, agents don't even go through coaches anymore. They go straight to their shareholders, to the team owners. And tell them, and say, well, I want this player. They bring the player, they just give it to the coach. Coach, well, I've got you a player, use him. Even though that player is not part of the coach's plan. In this day and age, these top leagues in Europe, we're seeing all these things happen. So sometimes I just ask myself, what is the solution? At least we might change it for the better, but that same culture will never change, my brother. It won't change. But this Black Star team, you know, we've got the talent, as you elified there already. We've got the talent. But assembling them together, putting them together, it's always been our problem. Look at when we played England. Oh man, our workplace, I was so happy, man. I went with my head all high. Like, well, England had a lucky escape because we, you know what I mean, we got a penalty that was not given. That was something that I could talk about. You see, even though we knew that they possessed the ball, but me knowing that we had a penalty, just like, you know, back in the days, we all talk about football, you know, well, it didn't go well, but we always have something to talk about. But against this Colombia, oh, man, the day Jordan are you, man, it's about time that guy, you know, I mean, he's at his prime. He needs to go. I don't see no reason. The captain with two captains armband. So that means he's giving one to the player, on-field player. He's going to sit in the bench and he still be a captain over there dictating. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's about time, man. It's about time we do something. And especially we need to go back to grassroots football.
Very good.
Because some of us, we did play the football, but not on a high level. During our secondary school, we played these kind of divisions, second divisions and all that. So sometimes we know how it works. You see? So some of these players that you were mentioning, you know, when you made mention of that Algeria, when we played Algeria, I was sitting down with my uncle watching that game, the Desert Warriors. That's what they were called. And you know, and even Algeria, according to Salif Wansa or whatever, they were having mirrors in the stand. So whenever the sun rays reflect on the mirror, it shines in his face. He couldn't even see. That's how bad they treated us. But even though during those times, look how the love that we have for these players. And they were killing themselves just for the nation. But for these people, oh no, it's not good enough. Not good enough. But I wasted my time. And now I'm still having to pay for that sleep. And tomorrow morning I have to go to work again. I wasted all my time watching this load of rubbish. So, my brother, something have to change, but I don't know where that change is going to come from. You change the GFA, it's just like taking off another criminal and bringing in another criminal. Yeah, but the civil servant, they will always be there. So,
thank you so much.
Let's hope for the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's go to Candy Berry. I hope this is Candy Berry.
Yes, this Candyberry.
All right then. Okay.
Dr. Ben.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
I'm
How you
good.
doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hmm.
Sorry for giving you a hard time
Oh
online.
no, it's all right. It's
Texting
all
and
right. I understand. We're all Ghanaians, so me, I understand. Oh, when it comes to
yeah,
Ghana, I
that's
understand.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Mm,
But
mm,
you know, you
mhm,
see what I was doing here
mhm.
is something that I used to do back home with a lot of my uncles, my father's friends, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those days there wasn't any evidence. So when I was very little, well, before I proceed any further, I just want to say that you're doing a good job. After the game, I mean, to create this platform for all of us to come and express how we feel about what's going on is really good. So thank you so much.
Cheers.
And then also to say that I just touch on the World Cup and our exit. Then I go to what we're chatting about. Like
Yeah.
so we before we went into the World Cup, let nobody be deceived. We were not feeling this good about the Black Stars. We felt like, listen, there was no point even going to the World Cup because we were coming on the back of about maybe 6 losses out of 7 games we had played, friendlies, and things were looking so bad. We appointed a coach 2 weeks to the World Cup. I mean, what were we expecting? Then we go into the World Cup. We start the first game against Panama without our most important player, Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
And then we're able to steal a win at the end. Then we play against almighty England. Look, before the game, some of the bookies were even saying, and the punters were saying, this is going to be like a goal bath, a goal bath on Ghana, and we're not even going to get a goal against them, and it was going to be like Hurricanes breakfast. Maybe get like 2 hat tricks against Ghana. But look at what happened. Everything just turned around, and then our hopes went high. Before the World Cup, I told my friends that, look, guys, lower your expectation. Lower your expectation because things may turn out good, but the team is not that good. So for me, I am very, very happy that we were able to come out of the group stage. So I think it's just what we have to take the lows and the highs. We've got AFCON qualification coming up. I think end of this year into next year. I think there's an AFCON, so we pick it up from there. I think the coach should stay. Because he has started building something, and then maybe when he has a bit more time and he solidifies the team in terms of defense, then we now bring someone who will come and carry the team forward in terms of the attack. So those are just a few takeaways. I'll just touch on the Black Stars. Now let's come to the main conversation. So like I was saying, growing up, I used to have a lot of banter with my father's friends and some of my uncles and stuff like that. And I remember all I used to hear was goalkeeper Ansan. Goalkeeper Ansan is this goalkeeper. Once I'm like, really, goalkeeper Ansan? Then I went to watch some of his videos. Oh my God. You see the 1992 African Cup of Nations final against Ivory Coast.
Yeah, the penalty ones. Yeah.
You see, we should have done the president should have set up an investigation committee into goalkeeper Ansan. That guy could catch the ball and throw it back into the pool. My God. It was so bad, like poor reflexes. You just go and watch the video and see how he was diving. Like there wasn't any proper diving. And you see, sometimes when we do these things, it gets to me because that's the same way we're treating Asamoah Gyan when he was playing. I was part of it. We used to talk against Asamoah Gyan. Oh, you're not that good. Come on, you're not better than Samuel Eto'o. But today we're worshipping Asamoah Gyan. That it's as if we haven't got any striker like him before. And that is how we Ghanaians are. We're always Thomas Partey is going to retire. Today we're talking ill against them. In 15 years, we're going to start calling these people. Oh, I remember we had a player called Semenyo. I remember we had a player called this. I mean, let's just stop this and let's not put square pegs in round holes. I was saying that to me, if we want to do a proper forensic analysis of the best thing that we have ever had, we cannot, in midfield, we can never leave out somebody like Michael Essien. Michael Essien has played in the youth systems and he has played to the highest level. So there's nobody who would tell me saw a better midfielder than Michael Essien for me to believe, because this guy conquered European nights back to back, played Real Madrid, played AC Milan, played what's it called, Lyon. In all the respective leagues, he was there. He dominated. Even before he moved to England, in France, he was, I think, the best player in the league before he moved into England. So if you're talking about the players, you're talking about Frank and Manquire and Co. Yes, they did their best, but truly and truly speaking, if you watch some of their videos and you really want to compare what they were doing to some of what these boys are doing now, I think football has really advanced. I just wanted to be doing that comparison. So let's just praise our players when it matters, but the comparison is what I have issues with.
I think that the conversation was that, yes, these days the football players that we've been having, when they come, instead of playing to honor the jersey that they are wearing, instead of them playing to honor the red, gold, green, the black stars, it's more or less like they don't really play with passion. And so the talk is that, yes, you guys are good players, but we've also equally seen better players, maybe even far better than you people. But maybe
who played passionately. Who played do you remember, if you can recall, if say you've played football, you follow football, you remember Michael Essien, we used to put a tag on Michael Essien that when he's at Chelsea, the way he plays, it's not the same way he plays when he comes to Ghana. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. So even Michael Essien, who some of us believe is our all-time best central midfielder we have ever had, right? Central midfielder we have ever had. We still had issues with him. So I think it's something that is so Ghanaian that anytime we have people serving us, we'll always fault find, looking for faults around them, and say, "Oh, you are not that good. This one is better than you."
Is it also not because of the performance, the outcome, the results? Now the outcome is what we are seeing. I mean, we are on a world stage, World Cup for that matter. You see a country like Cape Verde and a country like Ghana that is a football nation, and you compare the performances.
My brother said the same thing to me last week when we played and won against Panama. No, that's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he said, well, we're lucky to win against Panama. And he's sad. And I said, look, let me tell you something. You need to count your blessings and name them one by one. You have won. You have to be happy. This is the world stage. You won the game. He said, oh, we were not. I said, okay. If you feel that it is easy, why didn't Spain beat Cape Verde? I think Spain played with Cape Verde, or is it DRC?
Spain played
yes.
with Cape Verde.
Why didn't they beat them? And he said, oh, he's going to be. No, I said, right now we have 3 points. But Spain doesn't have 3 points. They couldn't, the highest ranked team probably couldn't beat probably the lowest ranked team. Probably the lowest ranked team. So what are you going to say to that? So you see, for me, I think that football is not logical. Because if it was logic, then Croatia shouldn't have beaten Ghana.
Would you say that, would you agree with those who say that, look, yes, football does not go with logic, but also somebody will say that maybe because we also seem to be always relying on individual skills. We don't train as a, team, play for long, and when it's getting closer, that's when we try to select some few players from Europe, more players from Europe, some few players in Ghana. We just join them, we send them off, go and shine. Preparation towards leagues like this.
Okay. So fine. So I am with you on this. I 100 or maybe 1,000% stand by what you're saying. Now, this is the thing. You see, apart from the fact that football, you require a skill set to play football. It is tactical and it is also strategic. Okay. Now, before we get into any of the tactics and the strategy and the skill set as an individual that you play, I also think football is spiritual. And what I mean by spiritual, I'm not talking about prophets and juju and all those things. No. Now, imagine a player like Sule Ali Muntari, who he went to, I think, Okes, is it? Okes, I think.
Yeah.
He went to Okes, right? He's from Konongo. Now, then the Black Stars, this guy starts from under 17. Then the people of Konongo see that this guy who used to play on the dirty Sakura Parks with us here is at under 17. When he's on break, he goes back to Konongo. He plays with the boys. The boys, the area, they know that this is our product in the national team. Now, he moves on to under 20. Then he moves on to Black Stars. Then he's going to the World Cup. What do you think the whole of Konongo is going to be doing? They'll be standing by Sule, isn't it?
Yeah.
Similarly, the all students of Accra Academy, those who live in Dansoman, and those players who saw Asamoah will stand behind him. The Christians are going to go to church and pray for Asamoah because they know him as an area boy they lived with. The Muslims will go to the mosque, and everybody will have well wishes towards them. Now, most of these boys, if you take from 2010, let me say 2010, I think the only foreign guy who joined the squad was Otoado.
I think there was another guy also from the same place. I forgot.
Is it Abeye?
Hansedu Sape or something like that.
Hansedu Sape, yes, but Hansedu Sape, he was born and he grew up in Ghana. It's just that he left to the Germany early. So he's not like a proper like Abruchibas kind of person. He grew up in Ghana. So we can exempt him on that. Now, if in 2010 you see that it was Kevin Prince Boateng who came in and joined the squad. And that was because that same year in the AFCON, remember, Michael Essien broke his leg because Drogba tackled him in the AFCON.
Yeah.
And so we lost our number 8. Had that not been the case, it would have been Pablo Aima, that's Antonianan, and Michael Essien in that World Cup. But he broke his leg, and Michael Essien was on top form at that time. And some of us believe that if Michael Essien was in that squad and he was fit, that Uruguay game wouldn't have even got into extra time. That time, the Bison would have made sure we killed that game off. It would have been in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that synergy that comes with growing up in the areas, playing the Munchindi, playing the Colts, some of the players playing the youth systems, Michael Essien and John Mensah played even Ghana under 12 together. All that thing, that brotherhood, and the fact that they even find a common language to speak, right? It is said, I've heard someone say that Michael Essien has said in an interview somewhere that as for Ali, he's talking about Sule. If you're playing football with him and it's 65 minutes, and you see Ali put his hand on his waist, don't pass him the ball, it means he's tired. Where do you think anybody today is going to find out this about Semenyo? Because he has never played any team with Semenyo before. They only meet at the national team, and that's where the kick starts. So that's what I mean by football is spiritual. I don't know if you schooled in Ghana, in secondary school in Ghana. Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Now, how many years did you spend in secondary school?
Was it 3 years? SS, isn't it? 3 years.
Good. But I bet you some of the boys you spent 3 years or 2.5 years with, like myself, you people have become brothers for life. You know why? Because you slept together at that age, in your teenage years, you ate together, you teased yourself, you fought together, so many things. And today you people have grown up to be men and you are all like brothers. So Sule Muntari and that squad and all those people, the reason we had them together like that is because those guys camped for a very long time at Winneba. And so they knew and understood themselves. So even if they were going to change a few players in the squad, bringing in Jonathan Mensah and co, the core of the team was settled. The core of the team was settled. And they had that binding synergy of brotherhood that everybody was willing to die and fight for each other. But today, Thomas Partey, our best player, none of us recalls he even played under 17. Even though he's good, he didn't play under 17.
Yeah.
But before, when we got to somewhere 2010, and somewhere 2010, everybody knew that if John Paintel cannot play, the person who was going to replace John Painter was going to be Opare or Samuel Nkum.
Yeah.
Because those were the under 17, under 20 boys to replace the seniors. So for me, I believe the national team system should be that the senior national team is there, and the replacement for any position should be the under 20 and under 17 boys. That is where you say that there's development. But today, as we speak today, we are so heavily reliant on Thomas Partey such that if Thomas Partey is injured, there's nobody to even pass the ball around in our midfield. Nobody to pass the ball around. Why should that be the case? Imagine someone like Michael Essien, somebody in the stature of Michael Essien, who was playing for Chelsea, has conquered European nights back-to-back, UEFA Champions League, stand in midfield and distribute balls against Xavi, Iniesta and co. And this guy gets injured. We are going into a World Cup. And when we went into the World Cup, it even turned out that Antonianan was almost becoming the best central midfielder in that World Cup.
Yeah.
Because there's always a replacement. There's always somebody who can equally play like Michael Essien. But today we don't have that. We don't even have a striker, a finisher. A finisher. Because in all intents and purpose, when Asamoah Gyan was striking, it was so clear those days that the one who was going to replace him was
the Prince of Goals.
Was the Prince of Goals. Even with the Prince of Goals, you see that because their age was almost close, and Prince of Goals was also very good. That's why, if you notice, the first match we played in 2010 against Serbia, they put Prince of Goals on the right side of attack.
Yeah.
He started on the right side of attack. But truly speaking, the one who everybody thought was going to replace Asamoah Gyan was the same Jordan Ayew.
Yeah.
Because if you remember 2019, I think, is it 2019 or 2017? The African Cup that we went to, that Asamoah Gyan started on the bench. Jordan was a striker. He got some brilliant goals.
Yeah.
Brilliant goals. But I think what affected Jordan was the fact that when he went to QPR and those other teams, they were now playing him as a winger. So he began to struggle to find his feet as a striker. So, we really need to redefine what we are doing. We really have to redefine what we are doing. It's almost as if you play in the local league in Ghana and you've been through the youth systems, you don't have a place in the national team unless you play in Europe. And that shouldn't be the case. Big question yesterday, why is it that the coach did not start Benjamin Asare? Benjamin Asare clearly has been able to build an understanding with that back four.
Yeah.
Because if he was able to master the back four in terms of controlling them and arranging the setup and making sure that everything was in line, and we didn't concede against a lethal attack like England, then we were good to go. We were really good to go. I think Atizigi is a good goalkeeper, but I feel that some of his saves are overly dramatic.
Yeah.
Even if the ball is in the air, he just has to do a simple dive to catch it. He will overthrow himself as if, so I think Zimpo is too Ayemshishie. But Benjamin Asare always calms things down. So people say that, Benjamin Asare has something. He doesn't have anything. He just does the basic thing and does it properly so that he saves himself and saves the team. So I think we really have to. I know you have other callers coming in. I mean, if we want to continue this conversation, we could do it off air. But I think that we really have to redefine our focus and decide on what we really, really, really want for Ghana. We are lucky that Nigeria is not in this tournament. If Nigeria was in this tournament, they would have shown Africa, would have shown West Africa, that they are one of the best teams around. Because based on what some teams have gone to do, I feel Nigeria would have done better with what they did even in the AFCON consistently from 2024, is it 23?
Yeah.
So I think Ghana has to we really have to think our football properly.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I think
No
your
worries.
points are well made and very valid. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes. I agree with the year in Riano Samoa Walker. To the extent say we are Senan Casayan or my Ghana and send him Dinkan kind. Your team is a quack for Kobo. Those days, no, remember the hierarchy. The hierarchy of a year, Ghana, a year, a friends, your teams. You started with under 17, under 20, under 23. Then you call a year the senior team, which is the Blasters. And a year, a friends, under 17, year the junior squad. The under 20 and from where the black satellites, no. Under 23 near from the black meteors. Nearby the black stars. And then Osha under 17 satellites, meteors, eba black star nankasa, and then the unti womonka. Oko the women's side black queens in the team need the woman progress. But over men side very bad. And the Zigma says select the best under 17 22 players and train them for the next 5 years. From tactical, theoretical, practical, and strategic techniques of soccer, and we'll see a real result. And obvious, and that is the truth, because the days are not Derek Boateng, no more ball, professionals, no. One of the reasons why Derek Boateng, only a year Asian, or very close, they say Asian war a year Liberty professionals, no. Now a year Derek Boateng, no, but a year professionals. Now, no. Look, now man for cracker say Derek Boateng there, or to say yeah, Ronaldinho, Mugraso, Maradona, because that guy was too good. Derek Boateng, he was too fantastic. At time not Asian or Friabrucheba, the boots, Asian the kit, and then the boots, and then the BBR will be sponsored by Derek Boateng. So Derek and Asian they go way back. I say Obini Nini Aketwa. Oh, they go way back. In the name one Asian, and they ever bought a year. Yankara team bia money name or money call Abruchia Asian band they up in the year. A friend is saying Chelsea, ni Real Madrid, any other a year. A friend is saying top teams. So I believe say you shall see now your first teams now we can even use with a year inter schools no inter colleges super zonals no. You're scouting for talent because across the nation, we call the northern part, we have a lot of talent. The eastern, western, all the 16 regions. We can scout for the best. You training woman, Ghana man, a year soccer of excellence. I always use na engaging members in Maba. One about they get busy. Football also sika wom. But these administrators, or maybe you cry no matter for players behind your papa. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and they become about Black Star. And I'm in some BC. Thank you for your contribution, Ben. Thank you, Candy Berry, and thank you all of the rest over joining. When we come here, we can agree to disagree. We are all Ghanaians. Sometimes we go hard at each other. Don't take it personal. Ghana, we want to get to the destination where one day Obroninity, Europe, America, at any part, they can say that Ghana is also a great and mighty, powerful country. That is all that we are trying to do. Do you say corruption in Ghana is now showing its ugly head in our football? What was Jordan are you doing in the team? And when it was clear that the man cannot run a World Cup, World Cup is not for old and lazy players. The corruption is too much. Razigma, thank you so much. I see you have never you never answered me. Oh, sir, then how can a man some some ben cranny? Ye won't want you. Mr. Wa, Fachebe, and your boy, you are not escaping me. Why, Mr. Wa? I am my own producer and my own, for God and country. We are also trying to do this to help. Anyway, and I'm the Thank you and have a great weekend. See you soon.